What's one major flaw that startups have when they're raising capital that you would change?
I don't know that I would call it a flaw, but
Hmm.
I do see a lot of founders who are quite possibly raising too early.
Mm,
Mm.
And when the earlier you raise, the more equity you have to give up in your company. And you kind of don't have a choice, right?
mm,
Which is one of the reasons why we provide more than a check. We want to see how we can align you with strategic partnerships to help you get to that next major milestone, right? So that you have
gotcha.
you're within your pitch, you're very attractive to investors because you've solved a lot of those problems that they would consider risks. And the larger the risk, the earlier you are, the more equity that they'll expect in the company because they feel like they've got to do more or their money is just eh, at risk.
Right,
Yeah.
Yeah,
right,
Yeah.
right,
definitely.
right, right,
Yeah.
right.
So Charletta, with that being said, the mocap model it's new. It's different. And I really want you to elaborate on your model and how did you come up with it and what are you looking to change?
hmm I travel to over 25 countries, and in most of those countries, I've gone to startup accelerators. I've spoken with founders, heard pitches, and one of the things that I saw was even when a founder would receive capital, they would be like, okay, what do I do next? Who's the best marketing partner person to go to? Who's the best tech person that I should bring onto the team? Should I start hiring a team at this point or should I outsource? And so there was still a lot of questions related to what those next steps were because that added pressure was on because now you're dealing with somebody else's money, right? And you want to make the best decisions. So I started thinking, well, for these companies, particularly the VC firms that are allocating this capital, why don't they have some type of resources that founders could go to that's trusted and that can help them with a lot of the decisions that they're trying to make to get to that next step? I was just asking the question, why is it that so many companies don't make it even after they've received $1 million or $5 million? And the answer to that in various variations would come back like, they just don't know. They didn't choose the right resources or they
Hmm.
didn't have enough resources. And it's like they had $1 million. They had,
Mm.
$5 million. And so why didn't they, make it? And so it's not always the founders' fault. It's just that they don't know the proper succession of what should come next. We've come up with a model that we become the IR so that we constantly keep investors abreast of the milestones that you're making and get feedback from them on what they would want to see from a company to invest more. Or for those investors that say, okay, I want to sit on the sideline and see how well the company progresses, what is it that they need to see so that they can write that first check? And we invest through special purpose vehicles to help mitigate the risk of an investor.
Mocap is basically two-sided. So you have a position where the investors can get in, but also you guys are also looking for startups that can also be part of your program as well, if I'm correct.
Yeah, so we, we,
That's
we look
interesting.
for we look for startups that can align with other portcos that's within our ecosystem, or if not, then we've got several partners that we can potentially align them with as well, right? And so we always look for those type of companies and where we can offer the most value.
How could someone reach out to you? Like, if there's an investor that wants to get in on the SPV or a startup that wants to present to you, how could they reach out to you? Just where we could put the information down in the description.
Yeah, so they can reach out to us at mocpvc.com. And there's links there for if you're interested in investing, you want to know more information about that, or if you're a startup and you want to reach out to us to take a look at your company because you're interested in partnering with us, then yeah, just you can find us at mocpvc.com.
Do you have a LinkedIn position, like a LinkedIn as well?
Yeah, it's the same. they can just type in or Google Mighty Oaks Capital Partners, and it'll pop up
All
for
right,
who.
great. Yeah, because we're definitely going to link, so we're definitely going to put you in the link in the description so that people could reach out to you. And that's what it's about, right? It's open this up because the deals are out there. You know what I mean? So we
Yeah,
definitely want to, people to be able to find you. So definitely, Charletta, but, you're not leaving yet. We got a lot more to go. We have a lot of fun. We definitely thank you for the information and knowledge you share. But now you're going to step into our world.